What's up, my fellow Tauruses? This is going to be your monthly reading for June 2019. So if you guys are Tauruses of Sun, Moon, Risings, Venuses, or you guys could have heavy placements of Taurus in your chart, or perhaps you could be cross-watching for a Taurus and also resonate. However, keep in mind this is a collective energy reading, so I'm tapping in a collective pool of Taurus energy. So this may not resonate with you fully. It's not really meant to because it is a collective energy reading. So in some cases, it may resonate with you like a personal reading through and through, or bits and pieces. So just take what resonates with you, discern what resonates and what feels right and what makes sense to you. Don't try to force the reading to make sense to you. If it doesn't, it just means that it's not for you if it doesn't resonate. So take only the parts that do, and if it doesn't, if you find that the reading does not resonate with you at all, that's fine. It just means that it's not for you at this time. So let's go ahead and tap into the general energies, and I will do a love energy spread as well. Let me put my do not disturb up because I don't want anybody to disturb this reading. Okay. All right. What is the general energies? And I trust that this reading is divinely protected by the Most High, and that this reading will give us the truth and clarity that we need more so than anything. Okay. The Moon card flips out first. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Amazon of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in this deck, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Moon and the Seven of Swords. So this could represent overall kind of like not feeling clear about something, not feeling like you have a sense of direction, feeling lost emotionally or spiritually or intuitively. Could also be that fear of the unknown that's coming up, not feeling safe within your own intuitive knowing, or just trying to find that clarity and that understanding within yourself at this time. But over here with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be that you are not seeing opportunities. Maybe you feel like you're walking blindly into something, or you feel, it could be an investment. It could be, some sort of opportunity, or just a new energy, a new beginning of some sort. So you're kind of like in the dark, and you're challenged by potentially maybe something that you feel like is too good to be true that's presented itself to you, or you just feel like, no opportunities are coming. This isn't working. This isn't happening. And it could be a multitude of different things. So you're kind of stuck in this energy. Maybe you refuse to take an offer because you don't know about it yet. You're not clear as to, what this pertains to and how can this benefit me, or what to do. Or it could just be a sense of direction. So you have the Nine of Wands. So Spirit may be telling you to approach a situation by keep moving forward. Don't give in to your fears. Don't give in to your doubts. Don't give in to disappointments of the past, or maybe even present. Keep it pushing, keep it moving. It's like if you still have that fight in you, which a lot of Tauruses do have that inner fight, with going through many different things, you have to utilize that energy and push through this dark period, or this period of confusion or self-doubt in yourself, to still push through that. So you have the Amazon of Wands, and it's telling you to focus on freedom and liberative energy, maybe starting a new venture, starting a new life, or just moving forward fearlessly and courageously, without attachments, without this fear. It's kind of like this child that is ready to take on the world, that, when you first turn 18, you feel like you've grown now, and it's like, I'm ready to start my life. It's kind of like that energy, that embracing. And it could be some of you, literally, that's what it is. You guys could be young, because I think the Moon card is number 18 in the major arcana, if I'm not mistaken. But it's this energy of coming into a new period, and it could be a little bit scary. You may not know just yet what's ahead, and that's because it's new, right? But it can also be for some of you guys, you're afraid to take on something, or you might have to fight for something, or you feel like you want to back down, but Spirit's telling you not to back down and to keep moving forward. The Seven of Swords as a conclusion, it could represent some sort of suspicion, some sort of doubt. These two cards can represent deception. It could be maybe you do feel like in some elements you can't trust someone or something, because you do have the Amazon of Wands, which is a fire sign energy. Could be the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but you have the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So it could be literally that. Could be that you don't trust an Aquarius, or you may not trust a Pisces energy for some of you, but take what resonates. Or it could just simply be that you don't trust this process and you don't trust yourself. And it could be because of things that have taken place in the past, things that you've experienced in the past, things that you've witnessed in the past, maybe that had nothing to do with you, but you're kind of taking these things like, oh, well, that happened to so and so, or this happened to me before. And it's this being hurt, this wounded warrior energy, and it's a little bit of wanting to protect and guard yourself from being hurt. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, of course, keep your boundaries and your alerts up, pay attention to, red flags around you. But it could also represent that there's going to be some truth revealed to you. Okay. Don't count yourself out. Be okay with speaking your truth and being honest and forthcoming about what you feel, what you think, what you want, what you're doubting. Be very forthcoming, whether that be with yourself or others. So let's take a look at the love energy surrounding Taurus for the month of June 2019. So regardless of your status in love, whatever, whether you're single, whether you're partnered up with someone, separated, interested, not interested in anybody, whatever your stance is, let's tap into the energy. Well, okay. Compromise, communication in reverse, surrender. The answer is no in reverse, and devotion. Okay. So overall energy is someone in this situation is refusing to speak up about something, or it could be like a mixed communication. I don't know when Mercury retrograde is coming into play, but for some reason I feel like some wires are being crossed communication wise. And it could be that someone, this does not have to be all romantic. This can be like family, friends, business people, situations where wires may be getting crossed. And it could be whatever this is, it does require compromisation. And if you're like a stubborn Taurus, because Taurus is on the lower aspect, have the tendency to be very stubborn. Or you could be dealing with another stubborn individual where both people are very prideful and refuse to compromise. You got the Empress and the Amazon of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. So it could be like a mom and daughter situation for some of you. Or it could be a situation where you might be guided to speak up to someone that you love and care about, or you might have an admirer that is kind of refusing to speak to you, someone that wants to speak to you, maybe someone that wants to give something to you, or maybe this is you, vice versa. So that's there. Could be a Taurus, could be a Libra, could be a water sign person, or this could just be the energy of. But why is there this block in communication, or wires crossed? I keep hearing wires crossed. Okay, so you got the Sister of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of like this back and forth, not really getting anywhere. It could be a repetitive cycle, like maybe someone's refusing to speak to you, or you're refusing to speak to someone because you feel like you just can't get through to this person no matter how much you try. It's like, is it worth the risk of even trying to like speak or tell this person? Is it even worth the investment? Someone could be thinking this, or you could be thinking this, but it's just kind of like someone may want to be very truthful and very forthcoming, but it's just like, is it worth the risk? Is it the right time? Is this, meant for me to even say anything? Whoever's on this end So someone's just like kind of beating themselves up about communicating, and you got the surrender card. So spirit's guiding you to approach the situation by surrender. Like, if you find that you can't get anywhere with this, and it's best to just like, okay, I throw my hands up and I'm going to allow things to be what they are. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you've given up or anything like that. The Amazon of Cups comes out again, because it could be that this person may need to come to you. Um, and I feel like maybe something just needs to just naturally flow as well. Let this energy flow on its own. Don't try to force or control anything. The Nine of Pentacles and the Amazon of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, you got two people right here that do want to communicate because they're looking at each other. These two knights are looking towards each other. And it could just be like Spirit's just telling you to chill out and relax right now and focus on your own energy and focus on yourself. Don't spend too much time trying to make sense of something, okay? Because you guys will have that communication that you need. It may not be the divine timing to do that with the Wheel of Fortune card, and maybe someone knows this intuitively, but they still want to push forward and say something. You got the answer is no in reverse. Why? The Lover's card and the Magician. So some of you guys may feel, because you have the choice with the Lover's card, the Magician. But I feel like also this could be saying that no, it's not the time to make any rash decisions or communicate based off of a rushed decision when it comes to communication. Because this card, the Lover's card, is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury, which again is communication. I keep getting that. And you also have the Magician, which is Gemini and Pisces energy, as above, so below. So although you may want to express your feelings and your emotions, now may not be the time, or it may not be time to make any, decisions based off of some communication. Maybe something was said. Some of you guys may feel like I didn't choose this. Maybe you're right. Maybe the answer is no, you didn't choose this. Whatever you're saying, that I don't know why that came up. That may not be for everybody, but that's just what I heard. I didn't choose this. So no, you may have not chosen this. Maybe some of you guys are under the illusion that you need to choose between something or someone, or that you need to communicate right now, or someone else needs to communicate right now, and it may not be the time. Okay. Some of you guys may be like, is this of my highest good to manifest something? And I'm getting not right now. The answer is no, but it's in reverse. So it's kind of like not now. It's no, but not now, if that makes sense. Then you got devotion. So the conclusion is that I feel like this is going to show you something about yourself or about someone else's intentions. Clarify. Because the Two of Wands is like that choice and that decision of between a journey or just an energy. Which path do I take? And it's not necessarily that either one is bad. Someone could be at a crossroads and not really sure what decisions to make. And I feel like it all depends on how dedicated, how devoted, how committed you are to something or someone, or an investment of some sort. How much are you willing to invest and nurture? And I feel like it starts with that. What do I want first? Like, what matters to me with the Nine of Cups? What fulfills me? What would make me, happy? And you have to think about yourself first. So the devotion and dedication may start within the self first. And it could be that for some of you, you might make a decision to walk away from someone or something, or maybe this is someone deciding to do that for you. But the Five of Pentacles is Taurus energy anyway. The Two of Wands is Aries. The Nine of Cups is Pisces. So it could be that someone is at a crossroads when it comes to you or whatever. But I feel someone's going to choose themselves at the end of the day. Like, they're going to decide to choose them and what's best for them. And choosing themselves doesn't necessarily mean that whether this is you choosing yourself doesn't mean that you're not choosing another person. Because if you feel in your heart that this is what I want or this is who I want, then, you're still technically choosing them, and vice versa if that's where their stance is. But if it whatever choosing yourself means. But I do feel that it's a potential that someone will be, left behind, based off of someone deciding to take their path. And that could be the compromise. Maybe this is not easy for someone to do. Maybe it's not easy for you or for them, whoever is on that end of it. So, all right, let's pull one more card from the advice from your guides or your angels, and let's see what we get. Breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and into freedom. So, Spirit is telling you, like, these branches right here, this is old, dead, and gone, but still off of these old branches is this new energy that's coming forward. So it's like you are releasing things and you are letting go of what no longer serves you. And I feel like you're going to see your strength and your power. And it kind of goes back to that devotion to the self, that when you invest more into yourself and invest in what makes you happy and what you feel is best for you, you're going to start seeing these things flourish for you. You're going to see things grow and expand. And it's going to be beyond, like the card says, your limitations. It's going to be beyond your expectations as well. So that is your message, Tauruses. I hope that it resonated. If you guys would like a personal reading, feel free to check out the description box below to visit my website to book in personal reading with me. If you guys have any questions about availability and things like that, any other questions regarding my readings, feel free to email me directly at my Gmail account. I have two of them, which will both be in the description box on where to email me. I would suggest that you guys do that more so than DMing me on Instagram, because I don't answer DMs like that. And Instagram, you guys can follow me on Instagram. But also, I don't really answer chats on my website either. So it's best that you guys just email me directly. So much love as always. Feel free to